Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Thursday, August the 8th, 2024. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. All right, look at that. Double Score Thursday leading up into Double Score Weekend, which is totally awesome. Love it. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out. I give you different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas that were there. You're a brand spanking new player to the game. You're a returning player. Even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily or weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome. The great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. Okay, so Double Score Weekend. So now is the chance to gain some traction on the current Season 17 Season Pass system. And definitely highly recommend, if you have score booster drinks, it is a good time to use them. So as you can see in the top right hand corner, I have a natural 25% boost for being a Fallout First member. Of course, I get the 25% boost off the Season 17 Season Pass right on page 1, page 7, and page 10. Equals 25%. Now the one on page 1, I believe it is 0 tickets. And then the one on page 7 and the one on page 10, they cost 5 tickets each. So that's pretty awesome. Now a score booster drink will give you an extra 25%. As you can see, I have 7 of them. And your score boost will increase by 25% for 24 hours. So basically you can only use one score boost drink at a time. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go for 50%. As you can see, I'm rank 138 there now, and I'm hoping, hoping here in another week or two, I'll get to 150, and I'll be able to enjoy those perks at the end at that level on the Season Pass system. So that's pretty awesome. Now, if you don't have any score booster drinks, there is a way you can get them. Of course, you can get them from the Atomic Shop. Now, I don't know anyone who does this, but you just never know. It's just putting it out there. Go to the utility section and you can buy score booster drinks down here. Now it is going to cost you a certain number of atoms, but again, it's up to you. I don't know anyone that does that, but by all means, it is there for you if you need to. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's take a look. As you can see how the score boost had come up. Now when you do a score boost right away, and you don't see this score change, you're going to actually have to back out like I just did right there, and then you go back into it, and then you'll see your score boost back up. Just in case if someone who is new to the game and maybe never used a score boost before, and then maybe they use a score boost on this page, they may not really, hey, how come it's not changing? And that's all you have to do. Just back out and go back into it again, and then you'll see your increase. Okay. All right, let's take a look at this one here. Visit a shelter 1, or visit your shelter 1, I should say. So there's many ways you can get yourself a free shelter here in the game. If you're a brand new player, I would say the hardest part is just making your way up here, but it's Vault 51. Now, if you come up here, there is a little poster you interact with. You go down in the shelter, and that shelter is free. It's only about 5-7 minute little quest. And all you have to do is finish that quest. There's no enemies at all, and you get yourself a free shelter very early on in the game. As I mentioned, as being a new player, your hardest part is just probably getting up here, right? Now, if you're around in Season 13, way back in the day, if you made it to rank 100, you would have got yourself a free shelter there as well off that Season 13 scoreboard. And if you paid for Fallout First just once, you would have been able to claim a Vault Lobby shelter, and let's say you canceled Fallout First and never paid for it again, you will always have that Vault Lobby shelter. Okay, FYI, so that's one of the perks there. All right, let's head up here. I believe my shelter is right on top of this tree house, constantly being attacked by super mutants. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to visit our shelter. There we go. So again, this is our own shelter, and that's what we get credit for. Visit your shelter 1 for 1. Okay? If you visit someone else's shelter, it's not going to work. It has to be your shelter. That's why I give you those options. So while we're inside of our shelter, let's take a look at the next one here. Build anything in a shelter, 10. Alright, so basically the same explanation and how you can get yourself a free shelter, or you can buy them in the atomic shop, whatever you wish. But the 3 shelters that I have never bought. I got all 3 for free. You can do the same thing if you so wish. Now we can build anything at all. Now these particular daily weekly challenges come up very, very often. We haven't had them recently, but usually it's seemed like it was like every day for the longest time. Now you can build anything at all. Some people like to kind of wait to add to their shelter or add to their camp when those particular daily weekly challenges pop up. But when you go ahead and say build anything, you can build anything at all. And I highly recommend, if you are pretty happy with what you have, you just go down here to the crafting section. You take these little punch card machines. As you can see, it costs you nothing at all to build. You just go ahead and we're going to build these because we're going to build 10 of them. And as the says, we build anything in the shelter, and this is going to cost us any resources at all, and then that way there we can scrap it at the end. There we go. Build anything in the shelter, 10 for 10, done. Just like that, easy peasy. Didn't cost us any resources, just a little bit of our time. And you just scrap them just like that. All right, let's pop on out of here. Okay. Or down here, right on. All right, let's see what's next here, Jim. Let's see what is next. Crafter scrap armor 5. So again, we can go out in the wasteland. We can kill some scorched. We can kill cultists or blood eagles. I find grafted monsters are even a good source of armor as well. And sometimes we can find armor just kind of laying around randomly. But because it's a daily, weekly challenge, we might as well just craft some armor and then scrap it. Because it could take a little bit in order to find that armor. Because you're not going to find armor every single time. So just an FYI. So let's get up here. I'm going to go right to our armor workbench. All right, let's go ahead and go craft. The armor I'm thinking about is the light armor. Of course, it is the leather pieces. Now, I do have a new character in the game, as most of you know by now. And very early on in the game, we have this leather armor. You find leather armor more so off of those creatures. So very early on in the game, it's find leather pieces very abundant. Okay, more so than I find when I'm a higher level for some reason. I don't know why that is, but for me anyway. But for this particular daily challenge, you can see leather left arm, and we can craft these at level 1. So this is a very early on plan that you learn. It's only going to cost you 1 cloth, 1 leather, and 2 steel to craft. So we're going to craft 3 of these bad boys. Just like that, and then we're going to back out. And then we are going to scrap them. We're going to scrap those leather left arms just like that. Now again, there's nothing stopping you from going in the wasteland if you have a little bit extra time and try to find your armor off of certain enemies and then scrap it. Definitely nothing wrong with that. But if you're short on time, just crafting a couple pieces and scrapping it, that's probably the best bet. All right, what's next here, Jim? What is next? Let's go ahead and kill a Brahmin too. So Brahmin are all right around Flatwoods. Flatwoods is a very early on town that we visit as a brand new character. So we're actually going to spawn right down here in Flatwoods. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, in terms of Brahmin go, we can find Brahmin in other places as well. But this is, these guys are always here. Right? There's a house here with the red star. And again, very early on in game. There's usually 3 of them over here. Now, if you ever do come here and these 3 Brahmin are not here, and you're on a public server, that is a good chance that maybe someone has already killed them. So FYI, okay? There's another guy right there. Yeah, this is a real good spot. Nice and easy. Anyone can come here. We have another one up there. Another one right here. It's his cousin. Take the corner here. We're going to have at least 4 more down here as well, as you can see there. And they're just kind of spread apart. There we go. Nice. Great spot for some Brahmin. That's a nice, easy one. Alright, what's next here, Jim? Kill that mole rat 5. So again, I do have a video in the description. It is a link to a video I made some time ago. It is all timestamped. I show you several locations where you can find mole rats. I do have an older video, and for some reason the older video seems to be a little bit more popular than the one I have made recently. But that's fine. It doesn't have as many locations as the most recent one, but it still definitely works. I do check it once in a while. So mole rats, we do have a couple mole rats right up here at the Green Country Lodge. There's usually 3 of them very reliably just up from where we are here in Flatwoods. Probably one of the best spots is right here at Riverside Manor. And right down here at Welsh and Welsh Station, right along these tracks and going down towards the Ultramite. Okay. And of course we can find some mole rats in and around the Skyline Valley region. For those of you who watched spent any sort of time down here or watched my gameplay with the quests or just the exploration, we would run into mole rats quite frequently, especially glowing ones. Okay. And right up here in Monongaga, that's a pretty decent spot for mole rats as well. Alright, so what we're going to do here today, we're actually going to go right down here to Welsh. We're going to spawn right here at Welsh Station. Now, if you want to stick to the forest, Riverside Manor, just up from Somerville's Dam, that is a good spot as well. And if you're still having a harder time, you can still check out that video in the description, that link. Again, it's all timestamped for your convenience. And you can always server hop those areas just in case if, because everyone and their dog will be going after them today. So then that way there you can hopefully find them. So once when you're here in Welsh Station, we're not actually going to go into Welsh itself. We're just going to stay up here. We're going to take care of this cat. We're going to go right down these tracks. There's going to be 2 brood mothers that's going to pop up out of the ground here, the left-hand side. There we go. Just on cue there. And what we're going to do, we're going to go down the tracks a little bit further. We're going to see those ultracite crystals right down there, those guys. And there's a different kind of mole rat in the game. He is considered a mole rat, but it's called an ultramite. Okay, it just looks like a glowing mole rat, but they're called ultramite for some reason. We're going to find 2 of them down there, as we can see. One bad boy right here is called ultramite. Okay. He moved a little bit. Alright, so you see how that counts. That's why I like to kind of bring people here more so, just so you can see. Here's his buddy there. There we go. Nice. The mole rat 5 for 5. Oh, there must have been another one around that I didn't notice. Okay, that's good. So if you do come up here, it might take you a little bit if you don't have a pack to get up here, but you can work your way back around anyway. Just get up on this ledge here. Right where this little dump pile is, going to be some more that shows up. A couple more brood mothers, so there's several mole rats here. Easy peasy, just like that. Now again, if you do come here and you're on a public server with other people, because some people have made comments in the past, probably because maybe they are new to the game, that they come to these locations and they're not showing up for them. But all I can think of is they're on public servers and someone had already kind of went by this area and cleared them out. And when that happens, their bodies will not spawn in because there is a cooldown, alright? So just an FYI. That happens to you, might have the server hop or check out that video to show you other locations as well. Alright, what's next here, Jim? Let's take a look here. Alright, let's take a look at this one here. Destroy an Assaultron 1. So there are some places we can find Assaultrons in around the wasteland. If you come over here to the Charleston station, if you spawn here and make your way across the first red bridge and then stop, when you walk back towards the station, there is a red barn here on the right-hand side and the east side. And there is a random encounter that happens, okay? And it could be anything. Could be sometimes there's a vendor, sometimes there's super mutants or mongrels, but sometimes, very rare, that there is an Assaultron that will show up there. in the forest region, and you can go ahead and fight him. But I do have an older video showing you that. But again, that is a very rare occurrence, and you can do that 100 times a day, every day, and might not get it until you get that one lucky spawn. Okay, so FYI. So an Assaultron, a very good spawn, is right down here, unfortunately, in Watoga. We're going to go down here to the Watoga station. Now, if you are a lower level character, something like my brand new character, what you can always do is if you see another person on your server that maybe has a camp down here, okay, you can always message them nicely and just say, hey, listen, I'm a lower level player. I was wondering if you could help me out. I'm looking for an Assaultron, and if I can join a team with you, I can use your camp as a free fast travel. You know, it doesn't hurt to ask, right? Most people will help out. And that way there you can use your camp as a free fast travel, and then you can maybe discover a couple of spots for your own, okay? And what I like to do is, I'm a Fallout First member, I like to kind of put my survival tent down here. Then that way there, it's a free fast travel. I usually have it down here. Now sometimes a little hit and miss, especially this guy here. I find can be a little harder to place down. There we go. Right, so again, your survival tent is a free fast travel, and if you join a team with another person, their survival tent will be a free fast travel also. And that just gonna gives you guys some options on how to get down here. Okay, especially if you're low on caps and stuff like that, you don't want to fast travel, or you're short on time, you don't want to walk it. You know what I mean? So we're here for the Assaultron. And again, we're right here at the good old Watoga station. We're here to destroy an Assaultron 1. Now, there's two different things that can happen here. If you're further along, like my character is, this one right here, it is called Mayor of Watoga. So all the robots here are passive towards me. Okay, especially if I shoot another robot in front of another one, they will not attack. Okay, if you get the Assaultrons down low enough, like maybe like 25%, sometimes they will turn aggressive on you, but you just kind of keep shooting them, kind of thing. So just an FYI. Now you can come here. You don't have to complete that Mayor of Watoga, right? Like my newer character doesn't have that event done. So if my new character came down here, all the robots would be coming after me, okay? But either way, okay, this is where we're going to find the Assaultrons. You go right along here, right along this little sidewalk. There's 4 of them all together. So see how he's passive towards me? Sir? Now, if I was down here with my new character, he wouldn't be doing that. He would be shooting me and I'd be dead. There you go, just like that, destroying an Assaultron. 1 for 1, just like that, guys. Alright, let's keep going here, and I'll show you the other Assaultrons as well. So this is hands down probably the best spot. But either or, if you completed Mayor of Watoga or you didn't, either way, these Assaultrons will be here. There's the second one there. Sir? There's a third one there. And the 4th one is just around the corner. Just along this sidewalk, so 4 of them all together. There's our boy there. Right there. Okay. Let's lock and load, Jim. We got one more. We got some ghouls coming up here, so they're going to be attacked by that guy here very shortly. What's next here? All right, completed daily quest 1. So again, you'll find a link in the description of my video showing you complete daily quest for newbies. It's about 1 hour, 10 minutes long. It is all time-stamped. We don't do every single daily quest here in the game, but we do quite a few of them. I show you how to toggle them active and how to complete them. And a lot of them are very easy to do, so just an FYI. Okay, so let's take a look here for a daily quest that we can do. Now, usually I show you, let's get away from him for a second. He's making me nervous. There's a couple I like to kind of show off to people just to show how easy they are, okay? And one of them's up here at Prickett's Fort. Now, we've been doing that one quite a bit often lately. So let's pop over here to the pumpkin house, and we'll see if there's one. Oh, let's see. There we go. Speak with Jack at the pumpkin house. Let's go ahead. We're going to toggle him active just like that. So let's pop over to the pumpkin house here. All right, let's go ahead and talk to good old Jack. First name Jack, last name O'Lantern.
So many pumpkins to carve.
Let's go ahead and interact with them.
You there? Yes, I remember you. Back for more seeds, are you?
Yes, I am.
Kindly fetch me some pumpkins to carve, will you? You will be adequately compensated, I assure you.
Awesome. There we go. So miscellaneous, you see in the top right-hand corner. It's going to pop up with the daily. There we go. Daily trick or treat. Collect 10 pumpkins. Now we can find 10 pumpkin patches just around his house alone. There are pumpkin patches just across the street. I do have a video that I made for locations of pumpkins, and you can check that out just in case you're on a server and everyone has the same idea as you and you can't find pumpkins around here to save your life. And you can definitely check out that video. I bring you to many areas on the wasteland where you can find pumpkins. Now there's a perk card that is going to help us out with this challenge. It is under perception. It is called Green Thumb, so reap twice as much when harvesting flora. So instead of 1, we're going to be picking up 2, okay? Even if you don't have this card at all, period, there's enough patches around this house and the house across the street where you can pick up enough pumpkins, okay? So FYI. Alright, so here's some pumpkin patches we're going to get. There we go. So as you can see, 2 pumpkins being added at the top left-hand corner of the screen. So 2, 4, 6. It's going to keep track of it. 8, as you can see in the right-hand corner. Get past it, Jim. There we go. Yeah, I did. There we go. So you see complete, like 10 pumpkins, but there's all kinds of other patches around here. And it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Even if you don't have that perk card, there'll be some down there as well. And some right up here. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and go back and talk to Jack. And this one is extremely easy to do, especially if you're a new player. So we get some super mutants and some mutant hounds over there today.
You there? Wait, I know you. Welcome back.
Here's your pumpkins, bud.
As usual,
There you go. Complete a daily quest 1 for 1. That's how easy that is, guys. It literally couldn't be any easier. That's extremely easy. This is a pretty good spot for some pre-war food. Sometimes there's some pre-war food here as well if you're looking for pre-war food for those daily challenges. Open up this door here. Usually there's a pumpkin pie right here. There's another pumpkin pie right here. There's some more pre-war food around, which is pretty awesome. In this spot there we go. Recipe for the pumpkin pie right there, so you can make your very own pumpkin pie. So just a little fun fact for you guys there. That's pretty awesome. Oh, it's getting dark pretty quick here. Wow. Alright, I think we're done. We are done just like that, guys. Double score weekend coming up. If you have score booster drinks, now's a good time to use them. And as you can see, yeah, we made it to rank 140 just like that. Just like that's from when we started there. So that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome indeed. But even if you don't have Fallout First, you don't have that extra 25% boost, the score booster drinks are definitely going to help you. Okay? There you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Boogaloo Bronson, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Mr. Prince, Not Me, But Me, Yes Me, That's Me. I hope you all have a nice day.